Here they come, all the way to the finish, and hands over. Michelle Lambrecht going to have another one with Zoe Beresford. But Zoe Beresford knows the tricks, gets the first turn, and opens up that lead. Michelle Lambrecht trying to stay in touch. The ladies Taplin now on the line here at Fish Hoek. And this is the second of the Taplin Relays in the Rescue Sports Series, brought to you by Solid Oak. Fish Hoek is definitely going to want to double up on the win here, as we just saw the men's race unfold with a win for Fish Hoek. And a complete mashup of teams here. None of the teams from the Clifton comp are the same. So we've got new team members in the teams here. But you've got to say that the Clifton A team of Kira Bester, Zoe Beresford, Jade Wilson and Rebecca Fury look mighty strong, as does the Fish Hoek A team of Georgia Singer, Rosie Edwards, Warris Mills and a new runner, Michelle Lambrecht. Well, away they go. In the middle there, it's Fish Hoek, just forgetting to put the goggles on. But that looks like it's, we've got a couple of the junior teams in here as well. And that looks like it was a junior athlete getting a great start there. Might have been Katjabova Olsen, one of the junior girls, or perhaps Emma Nietling. But to the front now in the swim. Got to say that based on the swimming races this season and today, Warris Mills is going to be very tough to beat here in the swim and in these flat conditions. And to the front she goes. Fish Hoek team in the mix there as well. And just look at this beautiful clean water. Drone footage giving us just such a good vantage of these girls swimming. You can see all these ladies, fantastic swimmers, strong swimmers. Look at that. The kicking work and the leg work that they're doing. That's what you need. Swimming fast is all about kicking, all about the legs. Warris Mills shows us how it's done as she comes around that can. A clean turn for her. Just see how that turn opens up a body length just about. You get a good turn around the boys. If you've got open water around you, not anyone on your shoulder or next to you, it definitely is an advantage if you can get a clean turn. You obviously don't want to be meters away from the buoy. She swims into the buoy there, slows her up a little bit and opens up the door for Rebecca Fury. Warris Mills still in the driving seat here for her team. Rebecca Fury now picks up the pace, picks up the ante. Look at that kick rating go up. Now is when the rubber meets the road and swimming in towards the beach. Handing over to your runner, even a meter can translate into 5 meters, which for a board paddler, which is going to be the next leg after that, can mean 10 meters depending on how good your transition is. So the transitions absolutely critical, and it's so interesting to see this new format of Taplin with a runner in between, especially if you've got a good runner who knows how to transition well. You can really put your team in a strong position. So the Fish Hoek A team currently in the lead, Warris Mills, she's going to hand over to their runner Michelle Lambrecht, and the Clifton team, their runner Zoe Beresford. Well, anyone that's going to be running across the beach and knowing that Zoe Beresford is the person you're going to be running against is going to be contemplating their choices in life, because she is fast. In fact, I'd love to see her line up with some of the guys. I think that she'll do well in some of the guys' teams. If those were open teams, if it was an open Taplin event, it would be very interesting to see. Like in the Nippers, it's open Taplin. But good vantage point here, good view of Warris Mills and Rebecca Fury coming in towards the beach. One of our juniors getting up a little bit early there for Katjabova Olsen. Boris Mills is going to swim this as far as she can. Maybe not the right decision there as Rebecca Fury just does a porpoise dive and gets right up to her. The hand over. Michelle Lundbrecht starts running. Zoe Beresford starts running. And Zoe Beresford straight past. Oh no, it's a bit of a shoulder goes in the gap there as Michelle Lundbrecht. Good tactics here, but Zoe Beresford takes the lead and going to hand over to her board paddler. It's going to be Kira Bester. We've seen her with some strong board paddling this season. And next to her, the board paddler for Fish Hoek, Georgia Singer. Oh, Georgia Singer and Kira Bester. They've been going at it all day today. These two have. And they are now in the driving seat here, going out to the board cans. Into the board cans they go, still together, still next to each other. Kira Bester gets a great little turn there. On the inside and not letting the national champion get away. Now right up next to her, she's got the better line into the turn. Georgia Singer looking back, trying to see who's coming up behind. She might have some post-traumatic stress from Shaylee Powell's board paddle earlier. And Shaylee Powell is one of the junior girls, and she is hunting these two older dames down. They want nothing of it. They are putting their heads down and pushing towards the beach. And this Ladies Taplin folks now are going into the last two legs here. But 2 more runs and a ski paddle is hotting up massively. Teeth being grit. Eyes on the prize. Blue steel. Head down as Kira Bester. Looks to her side. Georgia Singer now into a narrow lead. Pushing hard for the beach here, folks. They want to get every single bit of advantage that they can. Going in towards the beach here. The lungs must be burning. Lactic acid building, and the tiniest of waves picking up here. This might get one of them an advantage. Georgia Singer might get the best of it. Kira Best is on it too. Well, there is nothing in it, folks. Nothing in it as they're going to hand over to their runners. Their runners must stay in knee-deep water. And here they come all the way to the finish and hands over. Michelle Lundbrecht going to have another one with Zoe Beresford. But Zoe Beresford knows the tricks, gets the first turn, and opens up that lead. Michelle Lundbrecht trying to stay in touch. And Zoe Beresford going to hand over to her ski paddler. It's Jade Wilson. She knows how to paddle a ski, folks. Jade Wilson gets away. And out through the waves she goes. She has got Rosie Edwards chasing her down. Rosie Edwards also no stranger to a ski paddle. She's a world champion, represents her country, and has done multiple races and podium finishes here in Fish Hoek. Knows what she needs to do. Here they go, folks. Out to the turn cans. Jade Wilson is going for it. She is not holding back. She is going to bowl. Jade Wilson going on the inside of the swim can there and inside of the ski can, of the board can as well. And we're going to leave that one up to the finish judges, but we're going to call this race as it is. And she currently in the lead with Rosie Edwards trying to chase her down, coming into the ski cans. Clifton wants to take a win here on Fish Hoek Beach. Jade Wilson in the first turn can she goes. She's going to go around the apex first. Rosie Edwards is hanging in, but working hard. She knows she's going to have some work to do if she wants to take the win here. Jade Wilson does the turn around the apex. Clean turn. Rosie Edwards gets a much better turn there. On that ski, gets right up on her side wash. Now the race begins. It's the drag race to the finish line. This is where the efforts count now. Folks, did you do your training? Did you do your interval training? The last few intervals of the session, this is where they're going to come in clutch. This is where they count. And Jade Wilson certainly shows that she's been doing the sessions. Rosie Edwards as well on her tail. Folks, Woo! You're going in for a finish here. Any kind of wave picks up now, it's going to change things. Bit of a bump picking up. You can see Rosie Edwards ski, the nose is up, tails down. Jade Wilson gets a bit of a run, and here comes a bit of a push. If Rosie Edwards can get over the top of this, it's going to be a sprint for the finish. Just not over the top. Jade Wilson gets the best of it. Now coming into the last bit, they've gone past the board cans, gone past the swim cans, and now going to hand over. There she is, ready to tag Jade, and the tag happens, and someone pulls the trigger. There goes the rocket. Around the flag she goes. Zoe Beresford across the beach, and Clifton crossing the line first. Here comes Fish Hoek on their home beach, taking a second place. And let's hear from Zoe Beresford here after that finish.
That was a really good race. The run was quite short and my teammates did really, really well. Paddled and swam and skied really well. So yeah, we did really well overall.
Well, Clifton might have crossed the line first, but confirmation of the result there. Jade Wilson does inside of the cans for the swim and the board, and for the Taplin and the Ironman, the rule states you got to go outside all the boys for the ski paddle. Only in the single ski race are you allowed to go on the inside of the other boys. You can disregard the other boys. So a critical mistake there made by the Clifton team, and they unfortunately get disqualified. So Fish Hoek takes the top step there, the Fish Hoek A team. Interestingly, it is a junior team in second and a junior team in third place, with the Clifton Junior Ladies A team coming in fourth. Well, folks, the Ladies Taplin, what exciting racing here on Fish Hoek. Amazing to see the depth here in the Western Cape, and we look forward to our Western Cape champs coming up.